Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hold on, y'all. There we go. What's up, chat? Let me know if y'all can hear me because okay, there you go. I think it's doing now. Thank y'all. Y'all like my new intro? I had to get it together. I just figured out that you can make it longer. I thought it could only be 30 seconds or longer, but apparently not. It could be up to 10 minutes. Let me see who we got in the chat. What's up, Miss E? Hey, Tony Lightner. Hey, Beverly. Hey, Spicy Brown. Hey, Christy. Hey, who else? Hey, Miss Cheryl Wagner. Hey, Roslyn. Hey, Treasure. Hey, Miss Jackie Moore. Hey, Blessed Beyond Measure. What's up, Michaela? Miss Whitty. Kay Brown. Miss Lysander. Thank you. Miss Marlene, Bronx Girl. We got Miss Claudette, Miss Tracy, Miss White. We got Miss Gloria. We got Barbie doll. We got Kia. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. This was definitely an impromptu live. Y'all did not have it scheduled. I just threw it up there. I say, let me go live because I didn't. I don't think I've been live in like 2 days. I think 2 days. Hey, Tanelia. I say, let me check in with my people, baby. What y'all been up to? Hey, Ariane. Hey, boo, I need your herbs from your backyard now. I don't feel well, but I got to listen. You need some of that Monglier tea. You got the flu or just a regular cold? I'm sitting outside. As y'all can see, my topic, what's a deal breaker in a relationship? So make sure y'all put that in the chat and let me know what's the deal breaker for y'all. The social media streets been quiet, as we can see, which is a good thing in my opinion. Even though most love drama, I feel like it is quiet to a sense. Let's say that. Ariane said, I have no idea yet. Hey, Renita. Treasure say, Lupac, how are the pups and mom? It's been a minute. All we have is the mom. She good, though. The rest gone. The mom is it. And then I think we probably going to breed her next year again. Hey, Miss Debbie. Miss Cheryl say deal breaker line, definitely. Hey, Miss Stephanie Landry. I would have thought you'd have said cheating was the first one. Line is definitely one, though. And how y'all feel about people coming to the internet with y'all know where I'm going about people coming bringing their relationship problems to the internet because y'all know we didn't seen that happen on multiple occasions. Barbie say liars are deal breakers, definitely. Because why lie, especially when you grown? What you gotta lie for? And hold on, y'all. Let me go get on my laptop because I know y'all can hear them chickens. The chickens, the birds chirping. My dog's quiet. Let me get to my laptop. Hold up. Give me a second. Treasure say, in my opinion, if you lie, you would cheat hand in hand. Definitely. I agree. Hey, Tremel. Hey, Cancer 66. Miss Cheryl says, I feel like they must want attention or you wouldn't bring it to a public platform. Exactly. And not just that, you make yourself look crazy. Hold on, y'all. Let me log in. You make yourself look crazy when you bring it out publicly, especially if you're going to take that person right back. That's the biggest thing. Because now people looking at you sideways because you basically then told everything you dislike about your partner on a public platform to everybody, and you end up taking that person back. So hmm it makes people question you and your character. Like, do you like these type of things? Hold on, y'all. I'm almost logged in. I gotta figure out which one I gotta get out of. Okay, I think. Okay, y'all, I think I got it. Let me know if it's clear, y'all. Let me know if I am clear, baby. Let's see. Let me go on my YouTube so I can keep up with my chat. Okay. All right. I think I got it. I'm clear, y'all. Let's see. Let me go back up. Because this is definitely a discussion I've been wanting to have. And I don't want to miss none of y'all comments. Chrissy says, never vent to social media about your relationship. I agree, especially if it's something, it could be something minor or major, but if you know you're going to take that person back, because not just the exposure of it, but you asking for the criticism and the comments and the unwanted opinions, you asking for all of that. And you asking for it to prolong as well, because just because you take that person back, guess what, people still gonna have something to say when they see y'all together. So it's best that you just keep it to yourself, even when it comes to family members, because you will tell, like I always say, family gonna always have your best interest at heart. So when you telling a family member, a sister, a cousin, or whatever, they not looking out for both of y'all, because 9 times out of 10 you're telling the grievances that you're expressing is how you feel. So it's not you and your partner that's expressing, equal feelings to that person that you confiding in. So they gonna only have your best interest at heart, and they can only give you advice based off of what you're saying, if that makes sense. I had to learn the hard way, even though I feel like you learn from your experiences, but when I was younger, when I had issues in a relationship, I would go to family and friends, and especially during my DV situation. So, which I feel like is good in those type of situations, to confide in somebody, because you want, especially if something was to happen, you want somebody to be aware of what you're going through. But if it's just, regular arguments and stuff like that, keep it to yourself. It's not even worth saying, because it's going to definitely open the door for a lot of unwanted attention. Hey, Anomaly. Love you, sister girl. Miss Debbie say a liar is a cheater, queen. No, I disagree, Miss Debbie, because they can be a liar and not cheat. Just lie about random stuff. Because I've seen it happen before. You can be dealing with a stone cold liar and they not be a cheater, but it does go hand in hand. I can say that, because if they cheating, then 9 times out of 10 they lying about their whereabouts and stuff like that. But they can be they can be a cheater a liar by itself. Hey, Nika Ray. She said, happy first Sunday. Ariane said it just shows they enjoy drama and confusion like a high schooler. I agree. Because I feel like at some point, as you get older, it's time out for the games. Like, it's time out for the drama. People do stuff like that when they're young, wanting to explore before they ready to settle down. But once you get into a relationship and you got time to cheat, for one, I feel like we too old to be sneaking around and doing all these different things. If you don't want to be with that person, then you let that person know. Let them know you don't want to be with them, but that's where the selfishness comes in at, because you'll have, and this go for men and women. You can have a good partner and you want to explore, but you don't want them to do it. And I feel like that's very, very selfish. Like, let that person, don't mess up a good person, because it's more often than not, a bad relationship can mess up a person's character. It's a good thing if they stay the same, but it's in human nature, in my opinion. Thank you, Beauty for Ashes, for becoming a new member. Shout out to you, girl. Make sure y'all go get y'all memberships. We are starting the adult chat lives, members only this week. Also, if you a member, I will be opening my website back up, and I will be raffling off cookies for my members only. Not just members only, but I'm also doing the live sponsorships. I've been seeing a lot of creators doing that. It's just a way for chat participation, and some of y'all actually know about it because y'all participate in other people's lives. Basically, if you send a cash app, you will be our sponsor for the next live, and you can send me on my Facebook page. You can send me a beautiful picture, and I will post your picture on my community wall. I'm gonna try to figure out how to put it on my live as well for the live that you sponsor. And also, you will be included in the raffle for the cookies once a month if you send a cash app as well. So you don't have to be a member to be included in the raffle. Long as you support like that, you will be included. Miss Cheryl said you shouldn't even tell your family about your personal relationship because it's going to make them not like the other person, and you look crazy going back to the person you were talking. Facts, Miss Cheryl. And that's why I feel like that's something we all had to learn the hard way, because you think you want to be able to confide in somebody, but if you come across somebody that you can confide in and they have both of y'all best interests at heart, then that's a good confidant. Definitely. But other than that, child, keep your business to yourself. Unless it's something that needs to be said, like if it's dealing with DV or something like that. But other than that, keep it to yourself, baby. Because next thing you know, y'all going to Thanksgiving or Christmas or a family reunion, everybody side-eyeing your partner because you done told a family member who told another family member who told another family member that y'all into it, and now they can't stand them. So just keep your business to yourself, baby. Or go to a therapist. Go see a therapist, somebody who can't be biased. Hey, Miss Jackie. Treasure say also the trust is compromised because how can you trust a liar and a cheater? It's just a toxic situation, and I agree. And I feel like once I feel like all relationships in the beginning have some sort of conversation about what they want, what they expect. I just feel like once we have that conversation and we being honest, and I tell you what I'm looking for in a partner in a relationship, and you tell me, then I feel like that's where it should stand. Now, it's human nature for people to change and maybe want to explore or want something different, but I feel like it's very selfish to not tell your partner that you want to wander a little bit. At least let them know. That way they can be prepared, because 9 times out of 10 you're messing up a good person based off of your actions being selfish. Hey, Mikey. Miss Davis, I don't understand how someone is a cheater, but you still go running back to that same person. Exactly. It's called settling and being comfortable in that situation enough to settle for anything. And it's not worth it, because you waste so much time settling in a relationship, and I feel like God gonna make you especially if you're a praying person, God will make you very uncomfortable in your situation until you let it go. That cheating, when you constantly praying to God and asking him for signs, he's gonna make you uncomfortable until you get it together and say, this is not for me. And then next thing you know, he's sending you your person. You just got to be willing to let go of what you're comfortable in that's no good for you. Miss Gloria say no one should know what's going on in your house but you/him and God. You better not tell anybody but God. Facts. Hey, Miss Lavada. Miss Gloria say can't stand a liar. Good afternoon, Beauty for Ashes. Anomaly say she swear her life is private. Like, girl, your life far from private, and it's too late for that. Exactly. Your life ain't nothing private about what you got going on. Especially when you done came out, not only you, but a bunch of other people that came out and told your business. Because you run your mouth too much. Plus, on top of what you tell.
There's no way we should have known what was going on with her and her husband. We shouldn't have known about the first baby daddy. None of that. We should have never known any of that. But we do. And then they want to say, well, y'all don't know what's going on in people's house. We do if they tell us. So are we supposed to just consider them a liar? Call them a liar because, we don't know what's going on in their house, but they're giving us their business. Let's see. Miss Beverly say liar and cheater. A man don't and not try and work. Barbie said, I don't get why cheaters cheat and don't just leave. Exactly. That's my biggest pet peeve. Because I feel like we've all been in a situation where, and then it is the manipulation and the gaslight and all of that comes with it. So it's like, just go. Just go. Why mess up a good person, a good person's character 9 times out of 10? If you don't mean well, you don't mean that person well, just go be where you comfortable at. Go be with who your eyes are wondering for, and let that person go be with somebody that's going to have the same feelings they have, want the same things out of life that they want. Barbie said, yes, I bought cookies last year and they were delicious. Hope I get a chance to win some. Laugh out loud. Thank you, Barbie. I think I remember. I don't want to say the name on here, but I think I remember you getting some. But I'm definitely going to be opening my site back up right after Mother's Day, because I got those baskets to do. So I don't want to put too much on myself at one time, because I know once I open that site up, I'm going to be rolling, because people been waiting. Beautiful Ashes say, Lupac, you make sugar-free / diabetic friendly treats. Unfortunately, no. I tried to make the some keto cookies one time, and I didn't like the consistency because it actually changes up my recipe. So because you have to substitute things in the recipe, so I didn't like the consistency of the cookies. Once I made them, I feel like it just changed my recipe completely. Latte says, I agree that you should keep your relationship to yourself, because some people will only talk ish about you and them. Facts. And then you don't know the intentions of the person you're confiding in, because guess what? We live in a world where that same person you confide in could have eyes for your man and want y'all situations to not work. Not saying is, well, I'm definitely saying it'll happen. It could be a sister, it could be a friend, it could be a cousin. They scandalous out here, baby. So that's another reason why it's best to keep it to yourself. Also, you have people who are going through things in their situations, and they want, jealousy, and they looking at your situation. They want you to be in the same predicament that they're in. That's why I say it's very rare that you have a confidant that you can really, really trust and confide in. Thank you, Latte. Yes, y'all, hit the like button. It does not cost anything to hit that like button, baby. Hey, Jazzy Red. And thank you. Wait, somebody else said it too? I think Joanne. Thank you, Joanne. Miss Gloria said, for years I've used a journal. Some things you don't want anyone to know, and don't want to talk about. Facts. That's true. That is true. Especially if you going through, I feel like I should have did this live on a members only, because I could say more. But especially if you going through a DV situation, it's a lot of things that you hold in because you be embarrassed, especially when you taking that person back. You listening to them when they say, oh, I'm sorry, and, I never do it again, and this and that. A lot of us believe that talk in that moment. And that's based off of the emotions and the feelings that we have. Because I feel like women love harder than men. So we want to see the change. We want to see, the difference. We want to believe that it's going to be different next time. Hence why we give so many chances. Barbie say, that's true. God made me have no other choice. When I ended my emotionally abused ABUSIVE. I don't want to say it out, y'all. Slash narcissistic relationship. He made it turn physical. After the first offense, I was done and ended a 7-year. Go ahead, girl. That is good for you because that's hard. After, the biggest thing in a relationship when you're trying to let go is comfortability. Like, we get comfortable. And once you get comfortable with a person, it's easy for a man. It's easy for a man to just move on and say, move on to the next and be done. But women, especially women who have morals, values, and like don't believe in all these different bodies, and you know what I'm saying, it's harder for them to just move on that quickly and go on to the next. When you look at your kids also and not wanting to have all these different partners around your kids, but the main thing is definitely comfortability. Like, you want to stay in a situation where you're comfortable. Miss White say, right, it be your side, his side, then the interpretations in the middle that wander away from the truth. Facts, Miss White. That is facts. Beautiful Ashes says, I believe people stay and cheat because to them the benefits of staying outweigh the lies and loyalty, finances being number one. I agree. I agree. I think so too, but it's just unfortunate, especially when it's at the expense of a good person. Like, they don't deserve what you decide to do, because that's a choice. Cheating is always a choice, and that's why I'm very big on not giving second chances. I feel like if you really sat through it, because like I said, it's a choice. You have to decide to pursue somebody else. You have to decide to say, hey, I'm going to go sleep with this person. That's your choice. It's a personal choice. It's not something that just happens accidentally. So, and you have to build that up. It starts with it starts with the pursuing, then the phone conversations, then it goes further. So I feel like if you could go through all of that and in the midst of all of that, not think about what you have to lose, then guess what? I'm not giving you no second chance, because I feel like if those feelings and that lust it overpowered so much to where you couldn't even think about the risk and the losses that you would take on, just losing me in general, then guess what? Bye. I hope they do for you with what I did. Period. It's not worth it. Because guess what? It's too many people in this world to be allowing somebody to play on your top multiple times. Like, it's too many people. And I feel like when you find that person, because there are some people that don't cheat, y'all. Like, they really do exist. It just seems like it's not, because you probably had some bad experiences. But when you think about the population and how many people in this world, it's billions of people. When you think about that, then you gonna really like gather everything together and know that, maybe you just ain't found the right person, your person. Because you don't have to settle. Miss Gloria say, you get no second chance with me, no matter how painful, to let go my peace. Insanity means more, hence why I've been alone for 7 years and loving it alone, not lonely. And that's a big difference. It's a big difference between being alone and lonely. And the reason why I made the decision, like, I was in a relationship for 11 years with my kid's dad, and he was definitely a cheater. He was definitely abuser. So I gave him chance after chance after chance after chance. And you want, when you with somebody, and you definitely want that person to change. You definitely try to see the good in that person. And a lot of times we'll settle because of our kids. So that's definitely another thing. But because of that relationship and my experiences, moving forward, I don't put up with none of that. I'm like, move along. I'm good. I don't want no parts. Because I know now. I had to learn from my experiences, and I know that nobody's going to change for you. They have to want to change for themselves. So if the behavior is constantly ongoing, then it's not worth you staying, especially when you giving 100%. Hey Simone, hey Brittany Tyner. Miss Gloria said, I'm not sitting and looking out the window no more. Laugh out loud. Brittany says, I continue to pray to God about a man out there. There is someone out there for everyone. Facts. Big facts. And I always say, you let God send you that person. Because when you go looking, and I promise you he will. I promise you he will. And sometimes you have to let your guards down, and you have to lower your standards also, because when you looking for perfect, you'll never find your person. I promise you'll never find your person, because nobody is perfect. That's why you put up certain, boundaries and certain things that you can handle, and the stuff you can't handle. Like you lay out those deal breakers. Brittany says, just came out of church and going to eat for lunch and going home. Hey Christmas. Miss Debbie said, once you cheat on me, it's a wrap. Facts. Cause I don't cheat in relationships. So once you cheat on me, you gone. That's it. That's all. Bye. I can't do it, y'all. Cause especially when you know your worth, and you confident enough to know that you can have anybody you want. You know you're not ugly. You know what you got to offer. You know what you bring to the table. You know you a catch. You know all those things. You ain't gonna settle for just anything. Period. And if I'm giving you 100% and I'm letting you know this is what it is, and you go cheat, baby, I hope you and that person had a conversation on what y'all gonna do moving forward. Cause guess what? You can't come back here. You can't come back here, baby. Once you cheat, that's a wrap. That is a wrap. And I let them know early on, I do not give second chances at all. I don't care what. Because I only have, it's a lot. I feel like it's a lot you can deal with, right? A lot. It really is a lot in a relationship that you could put up with. But cheating and consistent lying, now you might, sometimes I feel like there are some good lies. Like some people will lie, in certain situations, lies that's not detrimental. Where they know it'll hurt you and they just don't want to say it, or I feel like some I could bypass, but cheating, no, that's a deal breaker. You're gone. You do it one time and you're gone. Because I feel like I said, it's all about self-control. And if you pursued me and you told me this is what you want, especially when you bring up the conversation, you say this is what you want, and that's a deal breaker for you also, and then you do it, child, gone on. Gone on. Brittany said, I don't want someone that has kids because I don't want kids. Have to hard worker, not a lazy man. Okay, girl. See, me, I've always dated with kids because I have kids. So I want to see how you are with your kids before I can bring you around mine, if that makes sense. Because I feel like nobody can, if you don't have kids, then I feel like you don't understand the love of what it means when you have kids. It's a different type of love. And I need to see that. Thank you, Miss Flo, for getting your membership. Welcome to the Lupac Baby family. Grab y'all memberships, baby. Let's see. Ms. White said we also have to out ourselves in position. Oh, put. You must have meant put ourselves in position to be found like Ruth. Yep. I agree. You can't just sit and wait for God to send you somebody without like Ms. White said, without putting yourself in position to be found, right? So I feel like when that person comes along, you gonna know. You definitely gonna know. Because it's a different type of feeling. And how I knew is because I was always the type of person, well, in my situation, I was always the type of person who had really, really high standards. And I feel like when you have to have that wiggle room. You can't allow, because you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. So I can't expect perfect. And for the longest, I was expecting perfect. Because I'm like, I'm a boss, baby. I'm not settling for just anything. I'm not ugly. I got my own ish. I take care of my kids. I handle my business. So for the longest, I was like, I need that ninja that yeah. So I had to lower my standards, and my mom would always be like, Lucy, well, that's my nickname. She'd be like, Lucy, you can't be like that. Like, Cause my mom used to stay trying to hook me up with people. She be like, you can't do that. Like, you gotta lower your standards. You ain't gonna never find somebody that's right for you if you looking for perfect. And for the longest, I be like, Mama, I'm not being with nobody that's ugly. I would say stuff like that, and then I had to really grow into that. Cause, whew, child, listen. But my fiance, he's very handsome, but he's country. Like, I'm country, y'all, but I've never dated country. So it was a big it was a big difference. Like, it was a big difference. I really had to lower. Brittany said, I don't like liars, to be honest with me. Wait, I don't like liars. Be honest with me. Tell me when I'm wrong, I'm in the wrong, and etc. What's up, Terry, bro? Yes, Queen, you're so right. Hey, good morning, gorgeous. Hey, little mama. Good morning, gorgeous. Say, hey, Pac, hey, Chad. Just coming in. I can't do a man that's disrespectful to other women, especially his family. Facts. And that was major, y'all. And I've seen a situation where a man disrespect his mama. And I feel like if you disrespect the woman who raised you, who you came out of, child, bye. Ain't no hope for me. Ain't no hope for me, because eventually you going to get mad and you going to be the same way with me. That's major. Anytime y'all see a man disrespecting his mama, I don't care what the situation is. Y'all better pay attention. Miss Debbie said, can I get a membership even though I'm in the Bahamas, Queen? Yes, ma'am. Somebody dropped my link. I don't know if all my mods is in here. Anomaly, if you know how to drop my membership link, can you please put it in the chat if you don't mind? I know some of them know how to do it. I know I'm chosen know how to do it. I'm not sure if she's in here. Good morning, gorgeous says, exactly. I don't expect perfection, but there are some firm deal breakers. Facts. Brittany says they have to be fit well, not fit but healthy. I can't date someone that is big. I have to be physically attracted to them. Don't get me wrong, I don't want someone that is ugly, but attraction's key. Facts. And I feel like nobody want nobody that's ugly, but you definitely have to be attracted to the person. I mean, that's major in any relationship, because ain't nobody, if you're not attracted to them, then you can't get with it. Like, I can't get with nothing if I ain't attracted to you. Miss White said, that's right, Lupac. I need to watch you parent first. Others without kids do not understand children and decision making when it comes to certain things done and said. Facts. And that's why I said I'm big on that. I'm real big on that, because if you don't have no kids, then you don't know the love of being a parent. So at least one, two. You can even have three like me, but I don't nothing else outside of that. No more than me, baby. That's too much now, because that baby mama drama be something. Brittany said, I don't want a clingy man either, or a controlling man. I want someone that is working towards something. It's positive too. Positively goes a long way. Facts. Anomaly say, Pac, I don't know how to drop that link. You got to show me how to, please. I don't know how they go get it. Let me see if I can do it. If I could put it in the chat. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. I'm going to have to ask Chosen how they get it. I know how I get it. I have to go through my studio app. But I don't know how they get it. They probably go on my channel some kind of way. Let's see. Alright, hopefully it light up. Yay, I got it. I think I did. Y'all hit that like button. Yep, I just dropped it in the chat, y'all. I think I did it right. Okay, let's see. Hold on, y'all. All right. Anybody that's wanting to get a membership, I did put it in the chat just now, y'all. Let's see where we at. Oh, let me go back up. I missed some comments. Miss Weiss, wait. I went too far. Let's see. Okay, good morning, gorgeous. Say 50K and under is a deal breaker, and he needs to have had his own home and car at some point. He has to know how to keep house and clean after himself. I agree. I won't say that's a deal breaker. My biggest deal, I mean, that's yours. You know, nobody's taking it away from you. Good morning, gorgeous. But my biggest thing is, no cheating. Cheating is not allowed, and a consistent liar, I can't do. Because once you get comfortable in lying to me, then you gonna lie about any and everything, and that I just can't do that. Because I feel like if I can't trust you, that's a wrap. Because I'm the type of person like this. I give every man a fair chance. I don't bring my past relationships into my new ones. I'm not on edge when I get in a new relationship where I have to question everything. So once I give you a fair chance, once we get to a point where now I have to keep asking you where you at, or who is that calling you at this time, I can't do that. Because now I'm in my head. I feel like when you get with somebody, you supposed to make them comfortable in knowing that they can trust you. It's your job to keep them comfortable. And that go for both parties, man and woman. Miss White said, getting the well-rounded man that looks good, works hard, great sex with patience and understanding is hard to get. We have to sacrifice something, but which one are we willing to sacrifice? Facts. That's the crazy part, because it's like you want all of those. You want all of them, baby. Brittany said, yes, a man with his own home and needs to be clean. He definitely gotta be clean. And I don't think nobody dealing with no funky. Listen, I can't do it. I cannot do it. Ain't nothing better than a good smelling man. Oh, especially when he get in that bed. Like you just melt in their arms, child. Good morning, Gordy said, normally you have to copy it when Pac drop it and save it in your phone notes for later. Oh, I didn't know that's what y'all do. Brittany said he needs to keep his appearance up. I don't want someone that is lazy or just plain nasty. Facts. Hey, Talk with Nino. That's a new name. I never seen you in here before. She says, I think is it Nino, right? Nino? She said, being emotionally detached is a deal breaker for me. I'm very affectionate and vocal. I want the same. Facts. Like, and I feel like most men, they have to get to that point. That's how I feel. I ain't gonna say it's a deal breaker, but eventually you have to get to it. Like if we working together and we trying to make each other better and fit for each other, because I feel like once you get in a relationship, you grow together. Y'all gonna clash on a lot of stuff, but you have to let them know your dislikes, your likes, and all these different things. So I feel like if we can't get to that, and we done been together for years, and you can't get to a point of affection that's satisfying to me and vice versa, then what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Because through comfortability comes affection. Like, you done been with me for years. You ain't comfortable enough to be affectionate? That's crazy to me. So I can see it eventually becoming a deal breaker. But I'll give you a little leeway in the beginning to grow comfortable. Thank you. She said, yeah, you pronounced it right. She says, I was a bushwatcher. Laugh out loud. I've been here since the beginning. Okay, girl. I'm so glad my bushwatchers is coming out. I'm glad. I like when y'all participate. Even if it's just putting a comment in the chat. Because I have a lot of bushwatchers that'll just randomly send me a cash app and be like, hey, I've been in your bushes since day one. I never comment, but I do support you. I'll be like, okay. Never seen the name before. Beautiful Ashes says, for me, he must believe and have a solid relationship with God. That alone covers a multitude of things. I agree. Because I feel like when you know God, it's a lot of things that you won't do uh you won't have the devil playing on your shoulder, and you avoid a lot of things when you have that relationship with God. And that's facts. Like, that is facts, baby. Brittany says, yes, affectionate is a must, holding hands and etc., but not overdoing it. I agree. And it don't even have to be a lot of PDA. But if we in the comfort of our own home and you can't touch me, or something like that, we in the bed at night and you not holding me, that's a problem. Because now I'm feeling like you not attracted to me. That comes, y'all, when you dealing with somebody. And even over time, because in relationships, it gets to a point, and I've seen this with my grandparents, at the longer because they was together 60 something years, and they got to a point where they couldn't stand each other, but they loved each other. So it's a difference. Like, they would fuss. It was very playful, right? But they loved each other. So it made all the difference. They couldn't live without each other. So I feel like over time, when you being with the same person consistently without nobody, no outside factors intervene, eventually it gets to a point where y'all might disconnect a little bit and y'all have to find y'all way back. So we got to find our way back some kind of way. Gots to find our way back, baby. Let's see. Make sure I ain't miss nothing. Okay, I read that one. Brittany said, yes, communication is key to be able to have a conversation. Not just to have a conversation, but communication is key, because if y'all not communicating and talking about certain things, then you're assuming, right? And y'all know what happens when you assume or make assumptions. So you might assume that my phone keep going off, and he might assume that it's a man texting me because it's constant, right? So instead of he asks, he go out and he go start talking to somebody, a woman on his end, because he's assuming that I'm talking to a man because of how it's going, right? So I feel like that could have been avoided if he would have just asked me, how you know I wouldn't have showed you who was messaging me? That's just an example, y'all. But communication is definitely major in any situation, because it'll leave, and it's, I feel like it's human nature for people to think something else. Let me say that. Hey, boy, mom. She said, hey, my favorite feast. I'm just playing. Are you two family? You so silly. Good morning, gorgeous. Say, okay, so do y'all like your man to get manny and petty, no paint? I mean, I don't mind it. I feel like it's good for a man to get that every blue moon, especially if they working hard. If they a hard worker and they work like where they use their hands a lot and they always got on them steel toe boots, I feel like that's major. See, I'll do pedicures on my own man, right? And he keep his nails cut and stuff like that. I'll do a pedicure, man, or whatever. But I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with it, because it's self-care. It's a part of self-care. I don't think that's just a gender thing. That's just a well-upkept man. Ain't nothing like a man with some pretty feet, child. Especially one who take care of his feet. And them toes is not crusty and dusty and hard. Like, Brittany said, good morning, gorgeous. Oh, my bad. I was about to read your reply, girl. Barbie say, me and my man get pedicures together, laugh out loud. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. I done got pedicures with plenty. Trust me. Trust me. There's nothing wrong with that, y'all. A lot of people, I feel like a lot of people, wait, what? Oh, I was reading something. I feel like a lot of people, try to, what's the word? Is genderize a word? Turn everything into gender based, and it shouldn't be like that, especially when it comes to self-care. Like, people say, oh, you gay because you getting your feet done. No, maybe they don't want their toes crusty. Like, maybe they woman like feet, maybe they like their toes sucked. You never know, child. Stop gender basing everything, because sometimes it don't even be that serious. Oh, I'm getting hungry, y'all. I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna do some lamb chops today though. I don't know how I want to do them yet. Good morning, gorgeous. Say, ooh yes, because if takes care of himself, he'll likely take care of you. Facts. That's facts. Yes, I did say that. Good morning, gorgeous. Cause you know it's something in there like that, y'all. I never done it, but I've had it done to me. But I can't do that. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm a freak, but I ain't that freaky. I ain't got to that point. Hold on, y'all. I gotta pay my water bill right quick. All right, I'm back, y'all. I think I'm gonna move my laptop to in the front. That way I could try to finish my nails, cause I started on my nails yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to finish. I gotta polish them and do my designs. So I'm gonna just move my laptop in the front with my nail stuff at. Y'all just gonna have to come with me, child. Oh shoot, my cup open. Go spill all that water on my laptop. Then I'll be mad. Cause it already be acting crazy. Okay, let me go. I'm getting hungry. I know I got a donut in the front. I'm gonna catch up on y'all comments once I put this down. Dang, that time went by fast, y'all. We've been on here almost an hour already. Okay, let's see. Let me move some of my stuff so I can put my laptop right here. I got something well worth the wait. Oh, I need something to eat. My stomach's starting to hurt. Let me get me a donut. What y'all cooking today? Look, my son done ate my donuts. That boy, yeah. You gotta hide. When you got kids, you gotta hide your stuff. They try to act like you greedy, but they be eating up everything. Why I gotta hide my stuff from y'all? Ain't no reason I should be having to hide my snacks. They know not to touch that gelato though. I dare you. Touch my gelato and see. I dare they little butts to touch my gelato. Hey Basha, hey Miss Phelps. Welcome in, my girls. I just moved over. I had to get out my room and come in the kitchen so I could finish my nails in my bar. Alright. I need a let me eat this first before I start on these nails. Cause I am hungry. Let me see where we at with these comments. Let me go back up. Dang. I must have missed a lot. Wait, let's see. Manny Petty. We read that one. And I'm gonna say, wait. No. Brittany says, good morning, gorgeous. I don't mind if a man gets either. Oh, yes, because it takes care of himself. He'll likely take care of you. I read that one. Beautiful Ashes say, I love doing my man's mani and petting myself. He can't have that clear polish though. Like I've seen some men have. Nope. I agree. I mean, I don't have a problem with not the clear, but the they have like some nail protector polishes that you can get. It don't have that shine to it. Cause some people they like now you taking it a little too far, buddy. But they got some men that actually polish their nails and stuff. I've seen Drake having polish on now. We all know what's his name? Is it YSL? Been polishing his. Some of these men is just weird. I feel like dang. Like that's a little too far, baby. A little too close for comfort. That color. We getting the same color pedicure. That's not cool. That is not cool. Good morning, gorgeous. Say laughing my ear off. Dashiki said she put some hot sauce on them toes and get to work. Hey, Miss Geraldine. She said I finally caught the live. Beauty for Ashes says definitely have had my toes swallowed up, but never will I reciprocate. Listen, I ain't doing it. I can't. I cannot. Not even if they freshly washed. That's just a no for me, baby. Sorry. Get somebody else to do it. Because they got something that'll... listen, I don't even want to say that on here. Not just the toes, but other things as well. Miss David say, Queen, what you think about a man who wear the same thing every day for a out? You mean outfit? 5 months, and only one time I had seen him in a pink shirt. He be on the phone all day till about 10 at night, then go to bed. If he wearing the same clothes every day, not washing, he's funky. That's all I can say. No upkeep, baby. He ain't washing his ass or none of that. And he big. Ugh. He definitely crusty. In them crevices sweating. Basha said, I bought my son a small fridge for his room, and that's where he keeps all his junk food. Like, don't touch my stuff because your fridge is full. Exactly. And I'm about to get me one because them kids be taking all my stuff. After theirs run out, and I be telling them, you got to ration your stuff. Like, groceries are already high. And I buy a lot for my babies throughout the month. So, once they eat all their stuff, they looking for mine. It don't even matter if they really like it or not. It's just something they can eat on. Hey, Martha Blanco. She said, I love gelato. Me too, girl. Yeah, matte clear. That don't really show. If it's not shiny, but if it's feet anyways, a man's feet, the clear shouldn't really matter because they ain't like they wearing flip-flops and stuff like that. Hey, Miss Green Eyes. Same outfit every day, let alone 5 months is crazy. For real. Like, Are you washing anything? I know you're itching. I know they itching in certain spots. Cause you got to wash, baby. That's definitely another deal breaker. Cause ain't nobody, don't even get in my bed dirty. Beautiful Ashley said definitely get somebody else to do it, and heck no to the other thing you're thinking of. I read your mind. Oh, you already know. I didn't say it on this one. If it was members only, I would have said it. But oh no, some women do that though. Some women do that. I feel like certain things should definitely be off limits in the bedroom for a man and a woman. Like, come on now. I understand wanting to be freaky, but some people be taking it too far just to prove a point. Like, I watched Tasha K yesterday, y'all. Oh my God. If y'all got Tasha K's membership, the one that's on her website, TashaKLive.com, that's where she do all her exclusive and explicit stuff, right? And she did an interview with a known OnlyFans suppressed. I ain't gonna say the whole word, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Paid worker. And when I tell you this girl was saying some stuff, like she was saying some stuff. She said you'll be surprised how many men. She was talking about a lot of men in Atlanta, but she said you'd be surprised how many men they like for a girl to shit on the you know what. I said, oh heck no. That's why I say some people be taking the word freaky too far. Like, you shouldn't have to do that. Once it gotta start getting gross, I don't want no parts. I don't want no parts. Because you already exchanging bodily fluid. Now you want the shit too? Brittany said another deal breaker for me. I don't want a mandate and they pants is sagging and you can see the back of their boxers. I want someone that's well dressed and the pants is pulled up, no sagging. I agree. I don't like that either. I don't let my boys sag either. Debbie says only other time I seen him in something else is his work stuff. Wow, that's disgusting. Anonymous say, Pac, I'm listening in. I'm getting to the bag right now. Okay, girl, get to that bag, baby. Okay, can't nobody be mad at that. Hey, Offset mommy. But I should say, shaking my head, nasty McNasty. Some people be doing the most though, y'all. Like, I feel like you shouldn't have to do all of that. If you with a man and you gotta do all, because you know what, sex is not the only factor that makes up a relationship. It's definitely very important, right? But when it gets to a point where you gotta start doing these different things to satisfy a person, that's a problem. I feel like you got a mental problem. Because it shouldn't even have to, long as we satisfying each other at a certain level, to me, that's all should matter. But now they making it a competition. And these men is feeding into it. That is, well, it's the men that's wanting it. They got men, that girl said that it's the men that's letting women dildo them. I said, oh no. I wish my man would ask for that. Imagine you and your man sharing it. I was so weak. Hey, beautiful girl. My girl Offset. Y'all imagine that. Miss Debbie said he is very nice looking, but he is very big as well. But he be on the phone too long. Where is the time to take a bath? Good morning, gorgeous. Say I like Chivalry, opening doors and things, but that's hard to come by nowadays. In my experience, I heard it's still a thing on the East Coast though. I feel like it just depends. I feel like it's all over, but it depends on who you're with. And you know, I'm very big on consistency also. Once you get to a point where if we have a conversation and I tell you what I like and you start off by doing it but you're not consistent, that's a problem for me. Like, one thing I could give my fiance credit on is the very first day he met me, like when we started talking, he always texts me, good morning, my beautiful. Like, first it was good morning, beautiful, but now he texts, good morning, my beautiful wife. I hope you have a good day, because he work out of town. But when I tell you that man texts me that every single day, unless he wake up with me. Other than that, that's his consistency. Like, he never miss a day, and we've been together almost 3 years now. So that's big to me. Stuff like that is big. But if you can't open the door, then you better not feel bad when we go to the store and you see another man open the door for me. Don't get in your feelings. Because some will be like that. The nerve of you to not have chivalry, not open doors for your woman. And I feel like it don't have to be every door. It don't have to be no, you don't have to open the car door every time. Stuff like that is not major to me because I feel like you gotta go get on your side anyways. Yeah, it's cute, but it ain't a big factor. But if we going into a restaurant, you better open that door. I wish you would. I wish you would let me walk in behind you. I don't play that. And even now with my sons, like when we go somewhere, I try to be, like consistent with teaching them. Like I stand up there and be like, looking at them crazy, like, what you supposed to do? I don't play that. Let's see where we at. Miss Green, I say I will be running out the door. Hey, Mama Maria. Facts. Oh, excuse me. Brittany say I like for a man to have manners installed instead of be burping and not say excuse me and farting, etc. For real. Because some men nasty like that. Latte say a big problem with not being consistent. Facts. And I feel like consistency is key. Because like I said, it's human nature for your mind to wander. If a person start off doing certain things and then they stop mid-relationship, you going to start thinking either it wasn't real or they entertaining somebody else. That's the first thing because that's human nature for you to think like that. So don't start something that you're not going to finish or continue. Period. If you start off opening the door, continue opening the door. Because now I'm going to feel like you don't like me like that no more. I be like, oh, he must not like me like that no more. He done got comfortable. Because a lot of times people get comfortable once they get what they want and then they stop being consistent. No. And now I gotta show you that I'm not that. Now I gotta show you to not get comfortable because somebody else could take your place, baby. Quick fast. Hold on, y'all. Let me wash my hands. I got donut crumbs everywhere. Yep. Don't get comfortable now. Because then when you going to see something and you ain't going to like it, then you're going to have a problem with it. But no, you chose to not be consistent in what you was doing. Because now I done got used to it. And you stop it. So now I'm like, well, what's really good? What's really going on? What's really going on? Why you ain't moving and shaking how you was moving and shaking at first? We ain't doing that. Let's see. Miss Green, I say I've been married 20 years and he still open doors for me. Now that's love, baby. That is love. That 20-year love hit different. Well, any amount of years, but 20 years and he's still being consistent with his chivalry, trust me. And that's what a lot of people fail to realize. It make the relationship so much better. Like when you showing that person, when you're not just saying it, but your actions showing that person that you feel a certain way about them, like you really, really love them, it speaks volumes. And it makes your relationship better also. Show me that you love me. Don't just tell me. Because I need to see them actions. I got to see them actions based off of what you saying. Because you could say you love somebody, but it ain't nothing but words if you not putting the effort into it also. I don't know what color I want to polish my nails, y'all. Let's see. I just bought some new colors. They were supposed to be sheer, but ain't none of this sheer. I think Amazon might have sent me the wrong stuff. Let's see. Barbie say my man open doors and video chats and text daily throughout the day as random surprises of flowers being sent to my job. He started slacking. I mentioned he got back on his game. Yep. And sometimes all it takes is a mention. Cause I feel like don't be that hard on them because sometimes they can't get comfortable or feel like they don't have to, but it could also be them being comfortable, you know, but don't get too comfortable, Ninja. Because if I gotta mention it to you and then, or I gotta keep mentioning it to you, that's a problem. Like, I shouldn't have to keep telling you how to treat me. Like, no. What color I want to use, y'all? I'm up here trying to pick a cute polished color. I don't want pink. What color is this? Okay, I like this one. Wait, I like this one too. This one, I think this one is sheer. I don't think all of them, they supposed to all be sheer, but I don't think they all, but you know, they got different kinds of sheer. I'm gonna post a picture so y'all can see them when I finish, because somebody asked me yesterday to post a picture. Miss Fell say my husband do the same, Lupac. It will be 10 years in November, and I love that. Like, that make me feel so good, because I feel like I'm the first thing you think of when you wake up in the morning. Like, that's big to me. And like I said, he started it, and that was the main thing I told him when we first started dating. I said, consistency is key. You know, it's a major thing in a relationship. Carla, see left for Rico. He outside. Yep, consistency is key. Don't start something you can't finish, cause now I'm gonna be questioning your everything, child. She said, hey, Emil. She said, hey, Lupac, baby, chat. Hey, girl. Miss Good Morning, Gorgeous said, especially in public, manners are must. Facts. Emil saying, I don't want no booger boy or man who mother ain't raised them right, period. Exactly. Hey, Miss Cynthia Craig. Hey, Janie Marie. Brittany say, yes, Good Morning, Gorgeous, opening doors. Hey, Miss Sherry Hughes. She said, I'm going to have to watch the replay. Hey, Miss Lolita. Thank you, Brittany. Brittany said this is a great live, great topic. I figured it would be a good topic. And I've been was supposed to do this live on this topic, but y'all know we always have some other stuff going on. I hope y'all watch my video on the cussing pastor. If y'all ain't watched it, go check it out. It's so funny, y'all. That man is hilarious. Now him and Tasha K got beef going on, child. Because his wife came out and expo him. So that's a big situation going on right now that went viral. Even with her, when what she said, the wife, I mean, and Tasha K was trying to get the wife on her show, but the wife turned it down because she got a corporate, I think she got a corporate job, and she don't want, you know, she don't want to be a part of that scandalous stuff. So, which I don't blame her. Because once you do an interview, especially with Tasha K, you open the door for a lot. Because now people going to be all in your business. Hey, I'm on live. Cut that down. People going to be all in your business. Brittany say, I like lives like this or either open discussion panel. I started to do an open discussion, but I knew I wasn't going to be on here long because my fiance leaving today, y'all. Wait, he might be leaving. Normally he leaves Sunday. It'd be like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when they leave. So I got to cook and stuff. But I knew I wasn't going to be on here too long. I just wanted to come live and check in with y'all because I ain't been live in 2 days. But if he leave tonight, I'm going to go back live later. But if he don't leave tonight, I'll be live tomorrow. Money Green, baby. Hey, Tawana, sister girl. Love you. My bad if y'all hear me filing. I had to fix one of my nails because I had... my sister had bought some crawfish last night and shrimp and stuff. And I was in the middle of doing my nails. So I had messed one of them up trying to rush. So I'm trying to take the stuff off. Miss Sherry say, don't be trying to go in my back door and don't be... Look, Miss Sherry came in hot, baby. For real. No, I don't mind the toes, though. That back door, listen, leave it alone. Leave it be. Miss Sherry say, love a man I can dance with. Oh yeah, that's definitely a turn on. Hey Southside Black Butterfly. She say Lupac baby. So I want to say period sis, consistency is key. My fiance got baptized today. Beautiful Sunday. Oh, that was so sweet. Ain't nothing like a man who love God, baby. Ain't nothing like a man who love God and who is vocal about their love. Cause it's one thing to love God, but it's a different ball game when it's vocalized. Like express your love, not just for me, but for God also. Cause I will hope that God is the one that put us together, especially when it comes to finding your person. That's God, baby. Ain't nothing but God. Why I keep going down like that? Hey, Taya Wilson. She said I'm coming in late. That's okay. Thank you, Talk with Nino. She said I like lives like this too. Miss Green Eyes said, "Oh, that man went in on her. He sure did." But the crazy part is, y'all, Tasha did an interview with him yesterday. I watched it. It was on her Tasha K Live website. If you don't have that subscription, you can't watch it. But he cussed her out on the live because apparently they had agreed on what she could and couldn't ask him during the interview. And during the interview, she snuck that in, start asking him about his wife, and his wife exposing him on her live video. And he got so mad, he started going in on Tasha K, baby. He started going in. It was so funny, y'all. She was egging him on though. One thing I can say about her is she is skilled in what she do. She knew how to get him to a certain point, because he kept saying he was gonna hang up. But she knew how to get him to a certain point and to keep the interview going. Like she knew how to reel him back in, because he kept, every time she started talking about his wife, he started cussing her out. And and she'll be like, okay, I'm gonna stop, but I'm gonna ask you this. That's how she got him though. But it was real. The interview was so funny, y'all. And so if y'all got her subscription, y'all definitely go watch the one with the cussing pastor from day before yesterday. Y'all gonna be laughing. It's like an hour and something. It was hilarious. It was so funny. Okay, I think I got this one enough. Filed it. I could file it down some more, but it's starting to hurt. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Lord, not the cussing pastor. Yup. Him and his wife getting a divorce. No, I'm filing my nail, Latte. Latte say Pac scratching a lottery ticket. I ain't scratched no tickets in a while. Y'all know I'm saving for my wedding. I ain't been buying, extra stuff like that. So I had to slack off on the lottery tickets, baby. Cause weddings ain't cheap. Let's see. Hey Melissa Newbill. So nobody wanna sponsor our next live? I'm shocked. Y'all be to send me a cash app before the live even start. She says, hello everyone. Hey, Lupac, my beautiful sister. Miss y'all so much. Miss you too, girl. Where you been at? I ain't seen you in here in a while. Ariane said, I love nails scratching on the emery board so much. That's what I was doing too. Because I had put some pisky. What is it called? Pixie. Pixie crystals, y'all. I'm so weak. I said pixie crystals. Pixie crystals on my ring fingernail. And I messed them up because I put the wrong coat over them. I put the base coat instead of the top coat, and it messed them up, so I had to try to take them off. And I need some better drill bits for my drill, because it wasn't like letting me file them off good, so I'm using an emery board. I be laughing at myself. Beautiful Ashes say how he carries himself when I'm not around is critical. Big facts. Because you better know how to act. in public, especially if I'm not around. And I feel like that is definitely major when a man is going somewhere with his friends, just when you're not around. Period. Like if you tell me one thing and you do something totally different in public, then don't think it ain't gonna get back to me, cause it will. Cause people messy, and a lot of times people don't want to see a relationship work, especially when it's somebody that a lot of people want it, or they don't like you. They don't want to see what you got work. So guess what? They gonna tell. When you in a small town, baby, trust me, the word gets back to you. So you gotta be careful how you move. Be careful how you move, cause you best believe. Let me go get a plate. Hold on, y'all. Somebody gonna tell. If they see you doing something and know who you with, they gonna tell. They're gonna tell. Okay. I had to get a plate because when I was putting them pixie crystals down yesterday, I had dropped them all over the place. Oh. All right. Because I want to put some more on my nails. Okay, I see we got two people. Okay, who was the first one? Okay, Netta, you the first one. So if you want, it's two of y'all who sent it. It's Netta and Latte. So I'll give y'all both the option to be the spot. Hey, hush the D. You know I'm on live. Stop barking. To be the sponsor for the live for the next live I do, which will be probably tomorrow, y'all. It'll be if my fiance leave tonight, I'll probably do one later, but if not, it'll be tomorrow. So both of y'all could be the sponsor if y'all want. Good morning, gorgeous. Say what's a sponsor live? It's just basically like a crowd participation. I've been seeing a lot of creators doing it. I know Miss White them started or whatever, where when y'all send cash apps or whatever, y'all could basically be the sponsor for the next live and be included. Like, I'm gonna put y'all picture on my community board, or I'm gonna figure out a way to put it on the live, to add it to the live too, to show that you sponsor the live. And also your name gonna be entered in my raffle. Even if you're not a member, if you send a cash app, your name will be entered in my raffle for the cookies the day after Mother's Day, once I open my website back up. So y'all could send me, the ones who just send those cash apps, y'all send me a beautiful picture, one you don't mind showing, to my Facebook page, my messenger. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but just if you want to participate. Tawana say, not fair, I don't have cash app, laugh out loud due to my online bingo play. They start shutting out cash app, which is business mind. Tawana, you crazy. Not the bingo. You better lay off that bingo on social media. Them people listen, I don't trust them people. I do not trust them people. But I do have Zelle too, y'all. Cause a few people asked me if I had Zelle. I had to set it up. I set it up recently. Ariane say, I'm so serious. My mother would file her nails all the time because her nails grew so fast. Y'all stop laughing at me. I sure did say pissy. I meant Pixie. Melissa say, hey, keep me in y'all prayers. I had 2 major surgery come up. I have a tumor to remove on my shoulder. Oh, wow. Going towards my neck, and also passed out and woke up paralyzed on my right. Kind of hard to... Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, my girl. I'm going to definitely keep you in my prayers. I'm going to say a special prayer for you later also. A single prayer just for you by yourself. I hope you have a speedy recovery. I am sorry to hear that. Hey, Joanne. Hey, girl. Hey JB. Tawana say y'all quit after a chick got me for 800. Oh Lord. Wow. Latae say Zelle is my friend. I got Zelle now. I didn't have it before, but I have it now. Cause somebody actually asked me to get it, so I got it. I got it. Let's see. Oh, that's you? Okay. Talk with Nino says, that is me. You can give the sponsor to someone else. Thank you. I'll do it next time. Okay, thank you, my girl. And y'all don't have to, like, if y'all send me a cash app, y'all don't have to participate if y'all don't want to in the sponsorship lives or whatever. Just let me know in the notes, like, if y'all want to participate or not. I don't want to put no pressure on y'all. Y'all don't have to. I just thought it would be fun because y'all send them anyways, and I seen other people doing it like that. I meant to say sponsor to some. Okay. Hey, NXS. I'm late to the party. What I missed? Not too much. Melissa Miss White say prayer and love to you. I agree. Melissa say not sure that it would cost me to become paralyzed if I have the surgery in my neck. Something special. And I think you offer the prayers. That's why I've been gone taking care of myself. Definitely your health comes first, so make sure you take care of yourself regardless, and try not to be stressed. Stay away from the stress, my girl. That's major. That is major. She says, but before I do that, I will get multiple opinions from doctors, but I love all you, and I really, truly thank you for your prayers. Never about me. Yes, ma'am. We love you too. Yep. Take care of yourself, and definitely get multiple opinions before you make a major decision. I would advise anybody to, get a lot of opinions first before they decide to do something that major, especially when you have a career, you have kids, or anything like that. Miss Debbie say we love you too. Definitely, y'all. Shout out to y'all. Okay, let me see. What is this? Glue? Rhinestone glue. Okay. What we was talking about, y'all? The relationship stuff. Anybody have anything else they want to say as far as the whole when it comes to deal breakers? I only seen pretty much the same, everybody pretty much agreeing on the same thing as far as the deal breaker and stuff like that. So anybody else have any different deal breakers outside of cheating, lying, being funky? What else? Cheating, lying, being funky. I see somebody say making a certain amount of money. Took my kindness for advantages. Hey, Miss Deborah Rice. Miss Debbie Robinson say, Miss Tupac, have you ever been to the Bahamas? No, but I sure want to go one day. I wouldn't mind. JB say having a baby on you. Oh, I don't know how we forgot that one, JB. That is major. Child, you gonna make a baby. I feel, and they actually have women who stay when a man make a baby on them. I don't get it. I can't do it. I feel like that's the ultimate betrayal. A man making a baby, cheating is one thing, which that's unacceptable also. But if a man make a baby on you, because y'all, especially when y'all married, because that's a lifelong commitment. Y'all married, and y'all finances is pretty much combined. So he's basically opening the door for those problems, because now you got to help him take care of that child. Well, you can divorce him and leave him, but she say cheating with a family member, not just anybody, but that's definitely major too. I feel like that's the ultimate disrespect. It's one thing to cheat with somebody who they don't know, but a family member, like that person don't love you at all, baby. Cause it should never even get to that point. Period. Let's say addiction and not to me it's a problem. Yeah, definitely, because that can dip into your finances and cause issues. And we all know what having those type of DRUG problems can lead to, especially when they get really, really hooked and stuff like that. So that's definitely I feel like a no, especially if it's hard DRUG. I ain't talking about like marijuana or nothing like that, but crack is whack. Hurting my kid. Facts. Don't play with the kids, baby. Don't play with the kids. Now you really asking for it, because I know some women allow stuff like that, which I feel like they some sick mothers, but most women ain't playing about their babies, especially the good ones, the ones who really value and love their kids. You can't play with their babies, child. I know you can't play with mine. That's definitely a no-go. The fact that you even think you can play with them is what's crazy to me. We ain't doing that. And that's where it goes back to dating someone who has kids. That's why I feel like that's major, because they know how it feels to be a parent. They know that different type of love because they have kids themselves. Come on, Pixies. Let's see. My bad, y'all. I'm doing my nails too, so I'm a little distracted. Joanne say, too emotional. If you cry more than me, sir, it's time to go. That's definitely, I feel like that ain't like major, but just the thought of it, like, why would a man be crying like that anyways? Like, sir, why are you crying all the time? That is crazy. Uh-oh. Ain't no man supposed to be crying like that. Women are emotional, but I feel like men, I don't want it to come off like men can't be emotional, cuz you want your man to be able to express himself. But when it gets to a point where, like Joanne say, you just crying more than me, that's a problem. Cuz what is you crying for? Why is everything hurting you? Okay, I think this is good enough for this pixie. Ain't no way you that emotional, child. Ain't no way. Okay. Wait, it's a little off, but it don't look bad. Diddy, hush. That's daddy. What you barking for? You want to go outside? You know you don't like going outside. All right, let's see. Where we at? Oh, the comments then got away from it, child. Let me go back up a little bit. Having a baby, I read that one. Talk with Nino says, where do you ladies feel you fall short in a relationship? Me personally, I would say, I don't know. Because I feel like I learned a lot from my past experiences. I would have to ask my fiance. Because, we never know where we possibly fall short unless our person tells us. But if they telling us we good, because sometimes when you're in a relationship, they won't even want to tell you if you falling short because they think they're gonna hurt your feelings. But you gotta tell that person, because if you don't, then how they gonna know to get better, right? Like tell me how you feel, express yourself. Because how am I know if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing that you require? Just like I can say it, because one thing about me is I'm very vocal. Very vocal. It's very hard for me to not express my feelings. JBC, I experienced that before, and it was the most betrayal I ever went through. What? Somebody made a baby on you, JB? Good morning, gorgeous. Say, oh yes, no addiction. He can't watch too much Pornhub. Say Cornhub. I don't blame you. Debbie say, if you stay with a man who cheat on you, he ain't never gonna stop. Facts. That's facts. And that's why, because some people say, well, you can't be like that. You gotta, sometimes you have to give them another chance and this and that. But I feel like once that trust is broken, then you're mentally gone. You're mentally out of there, because in the back of your mind, when is that phone gonna be going off too much, or they gonna stay out too late, you're gonna automatically assume something going on. It's hard to rebuild that trust once it's broken, y'all. So, and I do feel like a lot of times men will take advantage of a woman giving a second chance, instead of they look at it as, okay, she gave me a second chance, I'm gonna get my ish together. They'll look at it as, okay, she gave me a second chance, I'm gonna keep doing it, right? So I feel like that's major. And that's how a lot of men look at it. And it's unfortunate, but it's the truth. Like, if I give you a second chance and you look at it as, I'ma keep going, I'ma do it again because she gave me a second chance, then that's crazy. Barbie said, I couldn't forget that. I will have to leave that situation. Exactly. Period. And the baby came after my daughter, shaking my head. Oh, wow. That's what you was talking about, JB. Yeah, that's crazy. I can't do that. And I feel like it's even worse when you married to a person. Like, you gonna make a baby on somebody that you're married to. You opening the door for, you basically bringing on responsibility that your wife didn't even ask for. Oh no, baby. Now you're gonna lose me. Not only are you gonna lose me, but now you have the responsibility yourself, because now you gotta take care of a child. And 9 times out of 10, when they do stuff like that, just cheating in general, a lot of times when men cheat, it ain't even no feelings involved. They just cheating for selfish reasons or whatever, because they want to cheat. But it ain't even no connection with them and the person they cheating with. So you cheating with somebody who you ain't even had a discussion on, a discussion with, as far as going be with that person. Like, make it make sense. That ain't even somebody that you're pursuing. You just being selfish. You just thinking about, because a lot of time it ain't, y'all, men don't always cheat because they lacking sex at home. A lot of times men cheat because that's just them. They just some cheaters. It don't always have to be, oh, my woman ain't giving it up, or, because a lot of times that woman will be giving it up and satisfying her man, but he just greedy. He just a greedy ninja. So you can't blame the woman all the time. Like, no. Just say you very lustful. Let's say that. Very, very lustful child. So, and when you dealing with those type of men, you just gotta let that situation go, baby. Let it go. Because it ain't no changing unless they want to change. But I could see, if you not satisfying your man at home, and every time he asks you for sex or whatever, and you turning him down, then I feel like that's an excuse that they can use, and that could definitely warrant forgiveness, right? But if a man got a woman that's giving it up whenever they ask, pleasuring a man, doing everything they can, and they still go cheat, no. Sorry. Sorry. But if a man ain't being satisfied, if he ain't being satisfied and his woman constantly turning him down when he wants sex and stuff like that, then yeah, I feel like that could definitely that could definitely be an excuse for him cheating and warrant forgiveness if they decide to work it out. If is a fifth, because a lot of times women are you know, that man will go cheat and that woman like, that's a wrap, baby. Regardless of, somewhere the communication was off or whatever and she just not having it. She don't want no parts. Which I feel like that's selfish on her part too. Because if you know you're not satisfying your man like you supposed to and you should, and then if he go out and cheat and you don't want to work it out or you not trying to hear him out, then somewhere along the line y'all got lost. Y'all got lost and it's just not meant for y'all to be together, in my opinion. Yep. Hold on, y'all. Because this pixie is tripping. Let's see where we at. In the comments. Miss White said, I stayed Lupac, don't ask why. It still didn't work and had nothing to do with the baby. Oh, you had somebody make a baby on you too? Miss White, really? Miss White, you don't look like the type that would be dealing with stuff like that. Maybe you was young. Was you young when that happened? You was in your learning stages, cause you don't give that type. That would allow a man to play with you like that. You don't give me that type. Come on, Pixie. It's getting on my nerves, y'all. I might have to cure it and then try to add for the spots that need some more. Because, all right, let me cure it. Oh, I gotta order my family reunion shirt. We got a family reunion this month. Oh yeah, and I can't do thief. Oh Lord, why we forgot about thief, y'all? Imagine a man stealing from you, stealing out your purse while you're sleeping. It's so funny, y'all, cause I got a picture. It's a meme picture in my phone where this dude is looking. It looked like he's looking in a purse, but he's looking down, and somebody took the picture of him looking down, and the caption says, "What the inside of your purse see when $40 come up missing or your credit card come up missing." It's so funny, y'all. It is so funny, child. Joanne said overly emotional. I agree. Melissa said, thank you, my sister, so much. I try to make sure before. Wait. Hold on, girl. I try to make sure before I told you guys everything was what was told by the doctors and make sure I gave you all the right info. I let you know about this. Love all. Love you too. Good morning, gorgeous. Say, cry babies, express your feelings, but always the victim is a no. Exactly. Like, we can't do that. If we in a relationship and you always playing victim, that's a major problem. That is major. Because you're not going to always be right and I'm not going to always be wrong. Like, no. Mm-mm. Miss Green, I say I still don't play about my children even though they're grown. Facts. Because you're going to always be a mama. And that's going to always be my child regardless of them being grown or not. They could be 30, 40 years old. That's still my child. So Mama Bear gonna always be protective with anybody. Anybody, baby. Melissa said, I know you right, making a baby on you. That's very painful to try to stay strong. Oh, so you didn't have it happen, Miss White? You don't look like the person that would settle for that. I'm maybe I ain't got to see your comment yet, but make somebody making a baby, it's a no. Sorry, cheating is already a big no. You cheat, that's a wrap. That's it. That's all. But somebody making a baby or being with a family member, that's crazy. That's what's that movie, y'all? Uh what's the name of that movie, y'all, from the 90s when old boy husband slept with the cousin? Soul Food. Soul Food, child. That's a major no. I feel like that's the all, cheating is one thing, but that's one of the ultimate disrespects for somebody to sleep with somebody that's in your family or something like that. That's even crazier. Um, Wait, why the comments keep doing this? In excess, say being a child, or the big R, definitely. You need to be in jail, let alone a relationship. Latay say not being satisfied properly and not wanting to go fix it. Facts. JB say, Miss White, to be honest, I stood around for a bit, but I couldn't deal with it. And the girl woman drama, ASF popping up everywhere, making scenes in public, even when him and her separated, shaking my head, just became a big problem. Good morning, Gorgeous said, I fall short with communication. When I say something repeatedly with no resolve, I shut down, I get petty. I feel like that's normal. Good morning, Gorgeous. That's definitely a good response. I feel like that's in any relationship. Latay said, I fall short in my relationship by being too trusting. I don't feel like you could be too trusting. I feel like it's definitely good to give the benefit of the doubt and go into any situation fresh. Like, don't bring your past into your new situation, or because you're not dealing with, you can't mirror your ex with your future, right? So don't bring that into your new relationship. So I don't consider it being too trusting. I feel like once you break that trust, that's a wrap. Like, once you betray the trust, if I trust you and I'm not insecure, I'm not jealous or none of those things. So once you break it, then that's different. Let's say that's a different ball game. Joanne say addiction to alcohol, illegal something is definitely a deal breaker. I feel like, especially if a person allows it to affect financial and also behavior, because it's some people that can drink and they remain the same. They can drink, they don't get out of control with it. They ain't spending all their money on liquor. But then you got some who turn into a whole demon when they drink. They going broke behind buying liquor. So that's when it starts affecting livelihoods. Then that's different. Miss White say yes, trying to love someone that has a strong hold of addiction is automatic losing battle. Joanne say no consistency, can't keep a job or relationships, deal breakers. JB say yeah, Lupa got a HOE knocked up, and I always ask, will you stay with me if I was pregnant, with the possibility of not being yours? And he really could never answer straight up. Wow. But wanted me to deal with that. Nope. There's always a double standard. Miss Debbie say here in Bahamas, these men is no joke, baby. They be cheating left and right. These ones over here don't play. I feel like that's anywhere though, Miss Debbie. Listen, men cheat. If a man want to cheat, they gonna cheat, baby. It don't matter what you do, it just don't matter. If they want to cheat, they gonna cheat. It don't just happen in the Bahamas. Trust me. What's up, Ross? What's up, sister girl? JB said you're right, Lupac, because there wasn't no reason to cheat. Everything will get done at home. Cooking, cleaning, ironing, pleasuring, whatever he wanted. Whatever he wanted, being a mother, etc. I just didn't understand. Because it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Even though, you can have, like I said, when Nino asked the question, what do you feel like, what y'all feel about y'all, that y'all could possibly be lacking? I feel like that's a hard question. That's a question you would have to ask your significant other, because you might not feel like you lacking nothing and they might feel like you are. But when you doing the basic stuff and that man, pretty much handling your business, and that man still go cheat or find a reason to cheat, that's just his character. That's his character, JB. If you feel like you was doing everything you was supposed to do as the woman, and he cheated still and made a baby, that just was his character. And that brings me back to saying that it don't always have to be an issue in your relationship for a man to cheat. And it's a decision, like it's a choice. Anytime a person cheat in a relationship, that's a personal choice. Because, like I said, they have to pursue that person, which means go looking for them. They have to have conversation, and then it leads up to action. So that's all a personal choice. Hence why I say that's a deal breaker. Because you had the choice not to cheat also. And you also had the choice to think about everything you was willing to lose in the process of cheating. Joanne say facts about intimacy is its own language and speaks volumes about the relationship or lack thereof. Facts. Big facts, girl. Talking about American Queen. What you think about that he let me meet his family over the phone and coming over in 2 months? You think it can work? Just asking. It's possible. I can't say it couldn't. It just depends. Just pay attention. That's all I can say. Pay attention. Because sometimes you can meet a person that, y'all have a lot in common and y'all both want the same things. Y'all both not about no drama, not about no games. Y'all feel like y'all lived y'all life or whatever, and they ready to settle down. You can meet that type of person, but you could also meet a deceiver, a person who's saying they ready to settle down and they ready for what you want, but in all actuality they not. They just playing games with you. So that's why I say pay attention and watch for the signs. You'll know. Pray and ask God to give you the signs. He gonna send them. Now, once he send them, don't ignore them either. Because a lot of times as women, we'll pray and ask God to reveal things, and then we'll ignore it because we comfortable. Our shirt order due today. Ours is the 10th. I gotta order my shirt. Barbie said, oh, I dealt with that before from the same dude that put his hands on me. He used to steal my keys in my car when I would fall asleep. I had to put my keys under the mattress. He also stole my jewelry. Oh, my God. Child, that's crazy. Y'all, that is crazy. I don't know about that. I ain't never had that before. I ain't never dealt with a situation like that, so I don't know, y'all, but he definitely need to be in jail and not in your bed. I could say that. If that's your man, ain't no way he should be stealing from you. Ain't no way, child. That's crazy. My bad, y'all. If y'all hear that noise, I'm trying to put my pixies back in the little thing. I'm gonna just have to figure out a way to pour these. Let's see. I'm gonna get off at the 2-hour mark, y'all. I've been on here 1 hour and 51 minutes because I got some stuff to do. Andrea said I did. Hey, Andrea. She said I dated a guy that told me he would marry over money. instead of sexual attraction. That was a deal breaker for me. He will forever be cheating. Yup. Yup. Definitely. Because that's materialistic. That's materialistic. Like, you get married for all the wrong reasons, baby. Ain't no love in that. Ain't no love in that. Hey, Miss Priscilla. A lazy man is a deal breaker. Yep. Good morning, gorgeous. I'm not putting out more than he is, monetarily, emotionally, etc. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. She said provider slash stability all the way around the board. Good morning, gorgeous. I hate cooking, so he has to cook at least 1 to 2 times a week or get a chef for his cook days or something. If that's your preference, then, that's your preference. What's up? I am her 888. What's up, girls? Hey, Lupac baby, everyone in the chat. What's up? I'm still working on my nails, girl. Because I think that was you who told me to post a picture when I was finished. I'm almost done, though. I got to polish them. That's it. And I'll be finished. Let's see. Joanne said I be too busy to cook sometimes, so I agree with you. Luckily, my hubs cooks too. I think that's it. That's good, though. Teamwork make the dream work, baby. Teamwork make the dream work. We all did, JB. I feel like we all did. We all did. It's how you move forward is what counts. I feel like what you've been through in the past is supposed to be your learning experiences. Now moving forward as you grow in age and experience, if you keep allowing the same thing to happen, then that's on you. You can't fault other people. It's like if you was in a relationship with a cheating ninja, abusive cheating ninja, and you went through that for years, and then you get away from that and you heal whatever, but then you jump into another relationship and you start seeing the signs and you stick around, then that's on you. Because you should have learned from your experiences. You know what you want and what you don't want. You know what you want and what you don't want, baby. So it's all about what you allow. Like I said, don't ignore nothing. Don't ignore nothing. Don't ignore the signs. Especially if you pray and you asking God to send you signs. Don't ignore them. Or stop praying and asking for them. One of the two. If you're going to pray and ask God for signs and then you ignoring them, why keep asking? Joanne said, definitely Lupac lessons are there for several reasons. Facts. That's your experiences. Learn from them. Hey, Nina. It's going good. Hey, Miss Carolyn. Martha says, Pixie the same as rhinestones? No, Pixies is like a bunch of little, very, 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 very tiny crystals. So it kind of gives like a crushed effect on your nails when you put it on there, like a little crushed look. But they some little small little balls, but they real, real, real tiny, real tiny. So when you dip in them, you might have hundreds on your finger. That's how small they are. That's how small they are. I'm doing my whatchamacallit coat right now, my base coat, so I could do my gel polish. I gotta wait from the comments a little bit. Hey, Miss Sexy Ray, what's up, girl? Debbie said I've been asking God every day to show me who He is. Wait on your signs, my girl. Wait on your signs. They gonna come, and it's possible you got them, but you ignored them. You don't think you ignored them? It's possible that you ignored them and you just didn't know. So, but you gonna get it. One thing I say about God, when you a good person and you know you mean well in your relationship, you know you don't cheat, you don't do none of that, and you do the best that you can, God gonna protect you in that relationship. I promise you. He ain't gonna let you go through nothing that's gonna hurt you. But like I say, when you get the signs, you better know when to go, baby. Once you start seeing them signs, know when to go. That know that's God's way of telling you to get out. And if you ignore it, then that's on you. No, that's on you. That's some I'm doing the what they call it, the poly, not the poly gel, the gel X. But I got the tip X. I ordered the tip X because I wanted to try it because the gel X, it's pretty much the same, but the tip X is new and it has the built-in apex already. So I wanted to try it because you don't have to build up your apex with the builder gel. It's easier. Wait, let me see. I don't know why my comments be getting away like that. Let's see, let me go back up. Okay. Alright, let's see. Hey ma'am, that was me who said that post. I'm so proud of you. Thank you, I am her. Love you, girl. Definitely. Let's see the pictures. Hey Miss Angela. She said, hey Luke Park and chat. What did I miss? No notifications. We've been on here almost, well, it's about to be 2 hours. I'm about to get off in a few minutes. This is relationship deal breakers. That's the topic. Miss Debbie said I asked God to show me who he really is. Miss Sharon said that's why I don't believe in all of that catering and submissive stuff, because the heart wants what the heart wants. Take me as I am or have nothing at all. I agree. I feel like you shouldn't have to do extra, Miss Sherry. Like, yeah, definitely be yourself, because you know when you meet somebody, is what they're seeing and what they know of already that they're wanting in the first place. So if you get in a relationship and you gotta go above and beyond, then you don't want me. You know what I'm saying? You looking for something else. But yeah, it's not the poly gel or the acrylic, it's the gel X. But it's the tip X. I got the tip X kind. So I don't have to build the apex with the builder gel. Hey Miss Andrea. Hey Miss Andy 166. Okay, I'm trying to get away from acrylic nails. Yes, if you can invest in paying to get your nails done 100 and something, you can definitely invest in getting the stuff yourself and doing it yourself and just watching a few videos, learning how to do it. And it's not hard. It ain't hard. JB said no, I would never deal with the ABUSC-ish again, especially with that. My daughter big now. Show me that first sign and I'm out. No making ish out, because I've been there, done that. I don't have it in me. Yep. Keep that mindset, JB. Especially when you got children watching. You got little girls watching. And you want, if you know, not just the girls, but the boys too. Because you want to show them how a relationship's supposed to be. They watching your every move, trust me. Because I know my daughter in particular watch everything, baby. She don't miss nothing. So when it's very influential and they pick up on a lot of stuff, make sure your actions is teaching them well, because kids have to be raised into adults. They are a product of their environment, you know. Miss Sharon said, especially when you know you are a good woman, you want and demand a good man. Know your worth. Facts. Big facts. Don't do to me what I wouldn't do to you. Period. I want what I put out in return. That's how it should be, though. In any situation, y'all, that's how it should be. If you know you ain't ready for one person, or like settling down in relationships, it's so often where people will lead people on just to get something out of their situation and not mean that person well. Don't realize that they knocking their blessings, because you never know who God put in your life. You never know. Not everybody playing, but it is what it is. So, but don't ever, like I told y'all earlier, don't ever think that just because it don't work out with one person that you have to settle in your comfortability, because it's billions of people out here. Trust the plus. It's billions of people out here. And not everybody is the same. Not everybody cheat in relationships. Some people actually want to settle down and want to be with one person, and some people want that. Ooh, y'all, my hand gets so nervous when I start painting with that non-dominant hand. Child. That's the only thing. When you paint with your non-dominant hand, listen. What's up, Lachelle? What's up, girl? What's up, my girl? Let's see. Where we at in the comments? Angela says, if you messing in the bed, it's past freaky. Where you get that from, Miss Angela? How you get that where did you get that from, girl? But let me get up off of here, y'all. I've been on here 2 hours now. Y'all know I don't be on lives long like that, because I gotta cook in a few. I'm trying to finish my nails. Like I said, if my fiance leave today, I'll go live later for y'all. We'll do a vibe live. But if not, I'll be live tomorrow, because I ain't been live in 2 days and I gotta stay in the algorithm on YouTube, because YouTube be tripping. But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. I hope y'all enjoyed this topic. And if you just getting in here, definitely go back and rewatch. If you are not a member, go grab you a membership, because listen, we got our adult chats coming up this week. Also, after Mother's Day, we got the cookie raffle for the members. Not just the members, but if you support financially via Cash App, you will also be entered into my cookie raffle every month. Whenever you send it, that's when your name will be entered. But I love you guys. Y'all have a blessed rest of y'all Sunday. Y'all might see me later. Y'all might not. Y'all might not see me till tomorrow. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm going to play my outro again. So if y'all want to vibe to that Wilson Meadows on y'all way out, y'all can. Love you guys.